Something, where each week we dive deep into whatever it is we find interesting. I'm your host, Calvin, and joining me from the streets of Brooklyn, it's your co-host, Nick Richardson.
It's me, Nick Richardson, from Brooklyn.
Where Brooklyn at?
Right here, where I am, in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn would not be a great place to be right now.
Fuck.
A lot of sickness going on.
No, yeah, anywhere near New York, New Jersey. I hope you guys are safe out there if you're listening from there. I'm sorry for you guys. That sucks.
All right. Well put. But today, specifically, we're introducing a new series into the podcast about something lore. This series is called Selective Listening, which you would have noticed if you read the title. If you didn't read the title, thanks for being a loyal listener, and you'll just fucking listen to anything we say. That's great.
Well, they're the epitome of selective listening. I'm just gonna listen to this no matter what. There you go.
I think that's the opposite of selective listening. Selective listening, you're very selective about what you listen to.
Yeah, but
these people are just like, fuck it, I'll listen to whatever.
Whatever these guys put out.
Anyway, so Selective Listening is a new series where we take a random song and try to interpret it, mostly line by line. Not completely line by line. There's some like stanzas, and we group things together when it fits. Hopefully, it's going to be a recurring series. We kind of waiting to see how this one goes. It will not be regularly reoccurring, though. It's not going to be every month or every 2 weeks or anything like that. We don't know when we're going to do it. We're just going to, every once in a while, we're going to be like, let's do another song.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds perfect.
Or like when we don't have time to prep something real, we can be like, fuck it, let's throw a song in there because this is mostly easy.
Yeah, and I imagine pretty much everything we'll pick will be something most people know about or have heard or, have
No, I'm
opinions
going super
of.
off the wall next time.
Don't do it, bro.
We're going to do some Those Cats songs.
That'd be cool.
We might have to do one. But the songs, as we said, can be literally any songs. We'd love suggestions. So if you got suggestions for songs we should break down, hit us on Twitter at @alone_podcast @APA something. We'd love to take them in. We'll do anything. Like we're not picky.
Give us your Weird Al Yankovic songs.
We are not selective.
Your Neo songs. Your Genuine songs.
Genuine. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Same old G.
I mean,
great.
Yeah. Ooh, Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thugs. We might have to do some Bone Thugs. Anyway, we're not doing any of those today. Again, if you read the title, you'll know what song we're doing, but we haven't gotten to that part in the explanation yet, so you got to wait if you did read the title. So these interpretations are from our own brains. We didn't go looking for any real interpretations for any of the songs, so everything we say, it's either from prior knowledge of the song situation surrounding the song, or we just fucking made it up of how we feel or what it means to us.
Pretty much.
Some songs are going to be good songs. Some songs are going to be layered with meaning. Some songs are going to be bad songs. And some songs are going to be very transparent and easy to interpret.
Yes. Like anything,
we don't care. Again.
If you recommend Jet, it's pretty transparent, anything they put out. So
yeah,
don't do that if you want to hear something more layered.
Do it. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
The song we chose today is not very layered. And we're going to see how it goes. But next time we might find one that's more layered.
We'll see.
So for this first foray into this, we wanted something kind of fun, fairly well known, but also not too deep, so we didn't get too deep in the woods, this first time. And it came down in our discussions to Marcy Playground, Sex and Candy, and Notorious B.I.G, Hypnotize. We put that up to a Twitter vote, which some of you may have seen a couple weeks ago, and Hypnotize came out on top with 51% of the vote. So we will be doing Notorious B.I.G, Hypnotize.
Hell yeah. It was way closer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be, by miles, B.I.G.
Yeah, a lot of people standing out there for Marcy Playground.
It's a good song, man. Yeah,
it is a good song.
Jinx.
You can't jinx me on a podcast. Like, I have to be able to talk.
That is a fair point, sir. The only workaround for a jinx ever. I'm going to get a Coke in the mail in like 9 days. That's exploded.
I have to send you one. So for Hypnotize and probably most other rap songs we cover in the future, because we are two super duper white dudes, we have replaced every N-word with the word dude, but all other swear words remain intact.
Oh man.
That's the best I can think of. It's either we just say beep into the microphone or say it and bleep ourselves, or just change it to dude and make it easy.
No, that's perfect. It's better than like bro or man. But I'm just sitting here thinking like that's like the widest thing we could have picked.
I mean, do you have a better suggestion?
No, I do not.
Playa? See, playa is worse.
Yeah, brother.
You'll see when we're going through, like, dude kind of fits better than any other word here.
Yeah, I mean, dude's kind of universal.
Yeah, dudes don't think shit stink. Coming soon.
Save it for the song,
yeah.
Bro.
So, Hypnotize, Notorious B.I.G. Let's get some general thoughts before we actually dive into breaking it down. Nick, what are your thoughts and memories of Hypnotize?
I remember this was kind of like I was a late bloomer in the rap game. Like I was very peripheral for the most part until I got some subwoofers and started hanging out with a little bit different people. And
shout out if you had subwoofers in your car, because that's pretty much every dude at some time between the age of 15 and 20 had subwoofers, and then by 22 they were all taken out of your car.
Pretty much, dude. I spent thousands like dynamatting my car to perfection. I had 2 Kicker L5s. But one of the first songs I listened to...
I had to shorten the cable in mine, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm not going to fix that.
So it made my headlights blink like crazy, and I think it burned through like 2 alternators, but whatever. For the love of the game, bro, because Hypnotize almost slapped my goddamn windshield out of my car. I remember it was like the first time I'm out and about in the country, and I come to this T intersection, and that comes on shuffle. And it's just
nice.
Yeah. Oh my god, my fucking windshield almost exploded.
It's a great sub. It's a great subs song.
It fucking bangs, dude.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
It bangs.
And I had mine in college, and like that was always nice to go around college because you think people are really impressed with it, but they're not. Like everybody's just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But everybody else is doing it too, so like it's just like a part of college life. And so yeah, it was always great riding around and finding songs. Did you ever get, because this is like the LimeWire post Napster, but the LimeWire heyday, and they had all these super bass remixes. Did you ever try and download those and use them?
Oh hell yeah! And they were terrible most of the time. They were
just awful. Like
you
couldn't.
Fucking terrible.
It wasn't that the bass was so loud that you couldn't hear what the rapper was saying. It was like the audio quality of the actual rapping was so bad that you couldn't hear what they. So it was just there to be loud, and it's like I still want to be able to feel the song, you know?
Yeah, no shit. I got a vibe with it still. Otherwise, it's just hurting my eardrums.
I had a couple Ludacris songs that I had the super bass, like Southern Hospitality. That's a good one to do in the future.
Blueberry Yum Yum. That thing is a subtle slapper.
Yeah, that one's good too. Not a great selective listening song, Blueberry Yum Yum, because it's just like every line's gonna be like, Ludacris is smoking weed. Ludacris loves weed. Ludacris likes this type of weed. Ludacris buys weed from here. Ludacris is smoking that weed now. So yeah, not a great Blueberry Yum Yum. Not a great
super
selective
good
listening
weed.
song.
Pass.
But so yeah, for as fans of podcasts about something should very well know, we love B.I.G. We did a whole episode on his career back in 2019, so you can go check that out if you really want more on how we feel about B.I.G. Hypnotize is my 1B favorite Notorious B.I.G. song, right behind 1A Notorious Thugs. And like I just think this is going to be fun to get into. Like I said, it's not super deep, but it's going to be fun.
It's a fun song. I think a lot of people got fond memories of this song.
Absolutely. And to do a thing like what we're trying to do, it either has to be a fun song or it has to be like a super deep, open for interpretation song. And we went with the former here, and we're just going to do something fun.
Yes. I think we're going to stick mostly to fun because it's fun.
Yeah. And it never gets old. You know, like I said, though, we covered Big as much as we could back on that episode. So if you want more, go listen to that. If this song comes on the shuffle, you're not skipping it, so we're not skipping it. Welcome to Selective Listening. Hypnotize, Notorious B.I.G. Intro, Notorious B.I.G. Come on, Diddy. Just Biggie introducing himself to the world, you know? And then Puff Daddy, he's got to throw his voice into the ring. Can't be in the Bad Boy family without Puff Daddy just being there saying, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
not a lot of depth there, but you know that's what's going on.
He's got to get fucking paid. He's got to get paid, and he can say he's.
And he's got to make sure everyone knows he's there.
Yeah, he's a writer on the song. Okay. Verse 1. The Notorious B.I.G. Diddy. Ha!
Ha!
Sicker than your average. Papa twist cabbage off instinct. Dudes don't think shit stink. So, yeah, I mean, he's obviously saying he's pretty badass. I mean, sicker than your average. I mean, he's sicker than Diddy. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, yeah.
I don't really know what Papa Twist cabbage off instinct means. I think that means he smokes weed. Papa Twist cabbage off instinct. I think that means he smokes dope.
So it could be that. My thought on that one was he can twist raps or bars off the top of his head, cabbage, instinctually. So I've heard Eminem use cabbage as a metaphor for head. So like that's what I think he's trying to say. Like he can just come up with lines right off the top of his head whenever he needs to.
Okay, that's way more depth than I thought it was. Fucking smoking weed.
But it could be that.
It could be that. I think you're probably more accurate. Because, yeah, I think you're probably more accurate. And dudes don't think shit stink. I don't think shit stinks, which is a total bullshit lie. I think shit stinks like fucking shit.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, they think they're hot shit. Their shit don't stink. Biggie's about to prove them wrong.
Exactly. Other rappers think they're great, and Big's not going to stand for that. So then we got Pink Gators, my Detroit players, Tim's from a Hooligans in Brooklyn. That's right.
That's right.
So rappers or just other people from Detroit, they wear pink alligator skin boots, but in Brooklyn, they wear Timberland. And one of these things is clearly cooler than the other. I'll let you guys be the judge of that.
Pink Gators, bro. Are you serious?
No, it's the Tims. You got to think, this is early 90s, man.
I had some Tims.
Pink hadn't come back in style yet. Right now,
I don't think Pink.
I think people would be going for the Pink Gators, but in the 90s, the Tims was the epitome of cool.
Fucking Macklemore. Fucked us over again, man. Bringing back Pink Gators and shit. Or Green Gators. I don't know. This isn't about Macklemore.
Yeah, so the Brooklyn Hooligans are cooler than the Detroit Players because they were Tims and not Pink Gators.
That's it. That's the entire reason right there. He's throwing it down. I had no idea.
Fuck you, Detroit. That's what he's saying.
Pretty much.
You're soft.
You bitches. You wear pink shit. Pink Gators. It's got to be such an uncomfortable shoe.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
All right. Dead right. If the head right. Biggie there, airy night. Airy night. But yeah, I mean.
Just, you gotta say it. You gotta say it.
All right, well, basically he's saying if he's getting his pulse smoked, he's there for it every night.
I liked your metaphor because my metaphor in my notes was if a girl has great dome game, Biggie will be back for more every night.
I'm going to wake my kid up laughing. I'm sorry.
Again, this is just for fun, people.
We
wanted to do something fun.
He's like basically looking you in the eye and saying, "You're goddamn right. I go over to that crazy bitch's house every night. You know what? The head's right."
Yep.
And there you go.
This line would later be stolen by Nelly on EI, basically saying the same thing.
That rat fuck.
EI, uh-oh.
The rat fuck.
All right, so Papa been smooth since days of Underoos. Again, this one's pretty easy. Biggie's been smooth, both rapping and with the ladies since he was a small child. That's, when someone usually would wear underoos.
See, I never really knew what the fuck underoos were until
they're superhero printed underwear.
Oh, underoos. I imagine I always thought they were like jumpers or something.
No, it's a brand, and they just have like superheroes and Scooby-Doo and shit printed on.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, Biggie's down.
Yeah, so Biggie's been smooth since he was wearing underoos. I mean, that's pretty easy.
I like it. I always thought, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
No, go for it.
No, I'm going to read the next line.
All right.
Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise who. Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Come on, do it. So
this is a hard one because it's hard to follow the logic in that line right there.
Well, I mean, he's basically saying, I'm not gonna, fuck that. I'm the king of shit. I'm not gonna fucking lose. He's never gonna choose to, which I think it's just not even an option for him. Like it's just that's out of the question. And he's gonna fuck people up who try to fuck with him. So I don't really know what the talk go through us
Yeah, so
necessarily
that's
means.
like it's. So the way I took it
I think the
is,
shit talking just kind of rolls off his
yeah,
shoulders.
it rolls
And
off
if you're about it, he's
because it
about
kind of
it.
goes with the next. This goes with the next line a little bit.
Yeah.
But to me, I took it as never choose to bruise crews who do something to us. So he's saying like other crews are all talk, but the bad boy fam, they're not going to lose to people who are just talk and choose not to fight with them. Like they're gonna, if somebody's trying to come at them, they're gonna be there to fight.
I mean that they're not gonna back down from shit.
Yeah. But if it's somebody who's all talk, then disregard them completely.
Yeah, I mean I think the come on do it.
That's like I think that's begging them to stop talking and start the fight, right?
I thought that's more like Biggie just like slapped the fuck out of him. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
He's like, bro, just knock him the fuck out and let's leave. I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah, it could be.
There's no exclamation point though.
That's true.
So, context here.
And that's
people.
Diddy saying, "Come on, do it." I think anything in parentheses throughout this is Diddy saying something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this dude drinks Cambodian breast milk.
Good for him.
Fact check me.
Girls walk to us, want to do us, screw us, who us? Yeah, Papa and Puff. Hee hee. Close like Starsky and Hutch. Stick the clutch. So this is kind of carrying over from the last line. Girls will pass by the dudes who are all talk, and instead they come at, Biggie and Puff Daddy, who are Papa and Puff. And these two guys, they're very close with each other, much like TV detective partners Starsky and Hutch. And then they drive a car, so they stick the clutch. I don't know where stick the clutch fits in there.
I don't really know either. I love the phrasing that you said when it comes to Starsky and Hutch, and I have no idea what the fuck stick the clutch means. Not a clue. But I mean, the first couple lines are pretty.
Maybe the girls are sticking the clutch. No, that doesn't make sense.
No.
Car metaphors are hard. I'm not a car guy.
Well, I don't know what he means by stick the clutch necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, I drove a manual, and I never said I stuck the clutch. Well,
you don't stick the clutch, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, girls walk to us, want to do us, screw us. I'm guessing so. You're a famous rapper, dude. Of course. That kind of happens. Papa and Puff, that's, creepy, obviously.
He's getting asked for himself and Puff Daddy.
I love that little subtext there. Back when hee-hees were cool, before Michael Jackson went and fucked it all up. I mean, apparently they said it a lot back in the day.
Guess so. All right, what we got next? This is a fun line that you get.
Yeah, I always loved when he kind of flowed into this because he kind of changed the tempo of his rap. But it's, dare I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3. Take that, take that, take that. Ha ha. Biggie. Or not Biggie. Sorry. Diddy. Bang every MC easily. Busily. Recently dudes frontin'. Ain't nothing. Nothing.
Ain't saying nothing.
Ain't saying nothing. 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 And that's Diddy again. So, I mean, he's going to shoot at your car. Yeah. I don't really know what an M3 is, but I mean, that's just...
I believe it's a BMW.
That's basic context there. He's going to shoot 3 at your car. I mean, and Diddy's going to sit there and say, take that, like a 2-year-old. And bang every MC
That's your nice
easily.
car, because it's a cherry. I don't know if cherry's the color or like cherry's the condition, because that's something people in the 80s would say about cars. They're cherry.
I know. I'm guessing it's cherry red.
That's what I was thinking.
That was like a big deal in the 90s. I mean, the Matrix.
Michael Jordan had one.
Yeah.
Except his was a Porsche. I just finished The Last Dance.
That car was terrible. Did you see the spoiler on that thing?
Yeah. All of the cars in the 90s were terrible. So
that thing was like 2 feet high.
It's a good thing Biggie's out there squeezing 3 in them.
I was going to say, I'd shoot at every car I saw like that 3 times at least. And hopefully you were at my side saying, take that, ha ha.
Exactly what I'd be doing.
And I'm saying bang every MC easily, busily. I think he's just doing work, battling people, or whooping their ass and or killing people. I can't really tell what he's insinuating. I kind of think it's all 3. And
I think he kind of switched. I think the tone is supposed to be switched from he's going to squeeze actual bullets into your car. But then when it's bang every MC, I think he switches the metaphor, and now they're metaphorical shots. He's taking shots at you on the mic.
Yeah. So, yeah, battling, fighting. I mean, I think it's all kind of interwoven there, especially since he moved on from talking about taking shots, like that kind of threat of violence to open with, and finishing with recently dudes front ain't saying nothing. I mean, once again, he's alluding to people talking shit, but it's just empty threats, like they're not going to do nothing.
Yep. So frontin' is a common term in rap music for lying, or just like putting on a false front.
Misrepresenting.
Yeah, misrepresenting. There you go. And he's saying like they're fronting, but they ain't saying nothing. They're saying a lot of words, but nothing substantial.
Yeah, it's baby back bullshit.
There's an important person who does lots of press conferences who does the same thing. He has orange skin.
I'm gonna get you canceled, bro. His hair is immaculate,
sure,
and his hands are fucking huge.
So the cross section of people who would listen to an indie podcast where they break down Hypnotize line by line, and where this Venn diagram of those people and Trump supporters come in contact, I don't think those two circles are ever meeting on that Venn diagram.
Oh, come on, dude. This is America. Be reasonable here, bro.
Do you think there's a lot of big fans of Hypnotize?
You're goddamn right, because they're not racist.
Have you seen a Trump rally?
Yeah, it's hypnotic. That's what he's doing. He's hypnotizing.
That's fair. That's
cool.
A fair point.
Boom.
So I just speak my piece, keep my peace. Come on. So Biggie's going to get on the mic and say what he needs to say to get the point across. But he also makes sure that he's got his gun, his piece, just in case he needs to squeeze 3 into their Cherry M3.
And he bangs every MC easily.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot, but I think the one thing I kind of had different was with the keep my peace, the spelling of it.
So I spelled that wrong.
You spelled that wrong.
Yeah.
I should have fact-checked you.
It's backwards, yeah.
Fake
The first piece is supposed to be P-E-A-C-E, and the second piece is P-I-E-C.
Okay. Well, that changes the context of it. Then I have nothing to say. I pretty much agree with that one.
Yeah. So he'll speak his piece. He'll say what he needs to say, but he makes sure he's strapped at all times.
Stay strapped.
Yeah.
Cubans with the Jesus piece, with my peeps. Thank you, Diddy. So, smoking cigars with the Jesus piece, everybody's got to stay strapped up with crucifixes. Because, I mean, a lot of these gentlemen are God-fearing men.
Very religious, yes. Yeah. Church every Sunday, clearly.
They're super repent. They repent all the time. So they smoke cigars with their crucifixes, I guess.
Yeah.
Who is also and their homeboys.
I agree 100%. I just got to read my note on it. Biggie likes to share fancy cigars while wearing a crucifix necklace with his best buddies.
Dude, your translation they're so good.
I got to get the other super white dudes. We got to bring them in so they understand.
I mean, I fully understand now.
This song is more of a translation than a interpretation.
I'd say it's kind of
it's both.
A little both. Because I mean, Cubans with the Jesus piece, that can mean a lot of different things. Maybe he has a gun with Jesus on it. I don't know.
Maybe he just has a lot of friends who are Cuban that believe in Jesus and they're praying. They got prayer hands all the time. Who knows?
They're on their shit. They don't fuck around, dude.
Packing, asking, who want it? You got it, dude. Flaunt it. That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. Basically just saying if someone comes around and asks if Biggie and some of those best buddies that he's smoking cigars with are packing heat, aka carrying a weapon, it's not a yes or no question. It's who needs to get shot. That's the answer. It's not.
A cop walks up. Hey, do any of you have a weapon? Who we
want
shooting,
it?
Bro? Who we shooting? What's up, man? Who want it?
And if you've got it, flaunt it. If you've got your gun, you better be ready to shoot somebody. Brooklyn guys, they don't fuck around. If they're carrying, they're gonna use it.
They're on it, dude.
Yeah.
They're fucking on it. Once again, I think he's going back to I'm not gonna fuck around with words. I'm gonna murder you with guns.
Yeah.
With bullets.
If you're asking if I'm packing, then who's gonna get shot?
I'm packing your ass into the ground.
I think that has a different meaning. Oh, you get the chorus. Go for it.
That hit me after a second. I'm like, huh? Wait. Oh, no. Chorus Pamela Long. I don't really know who she is. Biggie,
She's
Biggie,
apparently
Biggie.
the person who sings the chorus.
Yeah. I'm not even going to interpret that. I mean, Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Obviously, he's got, a silver tongue. This dude is just on point, talking about killing fools and getting dome, and she is just like, oh my God, you are sexy. I mean, maybe that's why we should someone needs to do some research into Pamela Long. First of all, see if she's credible to be singing the chorus on this fantastic song. Second of all, does she have great dome game? Does she smoke pole with the best of them?
Well, and she needs to know if Biggie understands that his smooth lyrical flow is putting listeners into a hypnotic trance. That's important. That Biggie understands that he's doing.
I think he does, because he talks about his words a lot.
Yeah, he's clearly knows what's going on here.
Shakespearean.
She continues, and I just love your flashy ways. Guess it's why they broke, and you're so paid. So it's not just the flow, but also his style and the way he carries himself. And because of all this, he makes a lot of money, and other rappers don't, because they don't have the draw of Notorious B.I.G.
That's a perfect way to say it. I always thought this line was kind of counterintuitive, because it's like, you're flashy. That's not usually how you save money, guy. But there's
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about saving money. As we go into the next few verses, we'll realize that.
Maybe they should be, Calvin.
So we're not going to read the chorus every time it comes up. We're just going to say another chorus is here and then breeze past it, because the chorus is the same thing every time.
Pretty much.
But we're into verse 2 now.
Verse 2. The Notorious B.I.G. I put hoes in NY onto DKNY. Miami, DC prefer Versace. That's right. All Philly hoes go with Machino. Come on. Every cutie with a booty bought a coochie. All right. This one is literally about style. Once again, I think kind of going from the chorus into verse 2 makes it a little clearer. DKNY, I worked in a department store as a security guard, so I had to learn a lot of this, dumb shit. And he's basically saying he's traveling all over, and they all have different flavors, So in his home state, he brought that DKNY, made sure it was, the popular thing. Miami, DC, they prefer Versace, I guess, because that's where a lot of rich folks live.
Yeah.
And, Machino, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's apparently very popular with the hoes in Philadelphia.
I guess so. I mean, that sounds
Shout
like
out hoes in Philadelphia.
It's Machino. And Diddy agrees with, come on, man. Every cutie with a booty bought a coochie. So, I mean, coochie was like the off-brand, I guess. It was like the lower tier cool brand at the time. Coochie is not cool now. I mean, it's easily accessible, but I'd say that's cheaper than Versace and DKNY.
Well, I think at the time it was somewhat of a status symbol, because the Coochie sweater was a B.I.G. staple apparel item. He always had those big flashy sweaters. They basically started making Cosby sweaters in the 90s. And I don't know how expensive they were, but Biggie often wore them. So I think he's trying to say, if you had a big booty, doesn't matter where you're from, you get a Coochie sweater.
But why would you buy? I think it's saying every, girl with an ass, even though she ain't got shit going on else in her life, is trying to get a coochie and still act fly. That was kind of my interpretation of it.
Maybe it's like the halfway house of flyness, You can't quite get the DKNY, but you can get this thing that looks cool and is not quite as expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
And you'll still catch Biggie's eye because it's nice and flashy, and he likes the Coochie sweaters.
And that fat ass.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I'm not Biggie.
Now, who's the real Dookie? Meaning, who's really the shit? This one's self-explanatory. Like, he literally explains it himself. I'm done. Move on.
You got the easy line.
Biggie's the shit.
Them dudes. Pretty much. Who's really the shit? I mean, I am, bro. Them dudes ride dicks. Frank White pushed the 6. Or the Lexus LX 4.5. Bulletproof glass tints if I want some ass. So, I mean...
Man, I really wanted this one. I've got a good explanation here.
Basically, I'm just saying them dudes are like other rappers or, people he's not really a fan of. I think it's double entendre. One, I think it means they're homosexual. Two,
Yeah.
I think they.
So for our 2020 listeners, calling people gay who weren't gay was a super bad insult in the 90s.
Yeah, it was like
So
fight worthy.
yeah, I mean it still is used as that sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's what Biggie's doing here. It's not really appropriate to do that in 2020. But back in the 90s, it was totally acceptable to call people you didn't like gay just because that was some sort of an insult that, haha, you like other men. That's what Biggie's doing.
Pretty much that, and I think he's also saying people that are riding his dick or just being up on his nuts because he's Biggie and trying to get something out of him.
Yeah, I like that.
Frank White.
That's him.
He's Frank White?
He refers to himself as Frank White. That's not his name.
Well, obviously, I don't remember that at all. So
on occasion, he refers to himself as Frank White or the Black Frank White. I don't know who Frank White is.
It sounds like a mob hitman, I'm guessing.
And I wasn't allowed to do any further research for this project, so maybe someday I'll have that answer.
Well, push the 6, obviously. I mean, 6 shooters, what up? Or the Lexus LX 4.5.
Well, hold on, I got to cut you off again because I think the 6 is either a 6 Series BMW or a 6 Faux, 64 like Chevy or something like that a lot of people reference. I think he's talking about cars in both cases because he's pushed the 6 or the Lexus.
Yes, he does go on to talk more about cars. So I think that makes a lot more sense.
So it's either a 6 Series BMW or a 6 Faux.
Or the 4.5. And
the 4.5 is something different.
Bulletproof glass because people out here shooting at him. And tents if I want some ass because, I mean, you don't want people seeing you get laid.
Exactly.
Sorry.
It's private, the 4.5, I think, is referring to the thickness of the bulletproof glass. 4.5 inch thick.
That sounds a little ridiculous, man. I thought it was like 3 inches was the max.
So that's why he needs the 4.5, man.
Because he's so
big. And they've got to be tinted.
In case he wants some ass. That
sounds expensive. In case he wants some ass, which I'm going to just have to assume he does, right?
I mean, that's probably the only way he got ass. Going from place to place, he's probably like, fuck, man, I got to drive around and get laid? This is bullshit. I just want to get laid in my own bed. The fuck?
I don't know. He got domed out in the studio a couple times in the movie Notorious, so obviously that was going on too.
I mean, like, you can't rap. I mean, everybody can rap while getting domed out. Duh.
Well, it was like, it wasn't rapping. It was like when he getting his mind right before he went in to spit his bars. Gonna blast. Squeeze first, ask questions last. That's how most of these so-called gangsters pass. If it's going to come down to a firefight, Biggie makes sure he shoots first and asks questions later, just like Han Solo. Which that's clearly what he was referring to, is that Han shot first.
Oh, 100%. Dude, that's exactly what he was referring to.
Biggie is a major Star Wars nerd. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, his other nickname is Biggie Solo. If you did not know this, this is new.
Biggie the Hutt.
To some people. Oh, damn.
And Diddy's that guy with the weird dick thing wrapped around his head. Blue guy with the long fingernails, and he's got like the horn that goes all the way around his head.
Oh Diddy. My fucking god. If anybody out there can do something like that with like...
Who's good at Photoshop?
Yes.
Listeners.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny. Just imagine
Biggie's
Biggie
face on
Star
Jabba
Wars.
the Hutt. Diddy on
the
dickhead guy. Lil' Kim as Slave Leia, obviously. You could put Lil C's in there somewhere. Maybe that little rat guy.
You should do Pac as Luke.
Pac as Luke would be good, or like the Rancor, like Biggie's got Pac in a cage underneath his stage. Or Luke would work, or like C-3PO.
Or Luke would work.
Yeah, Luke would probably be best. You're right.
He's got to be Luke. And I think the Rancor could be Easy.
Suge Knight.
Yes. 100%.
Trying to kill
Disney.
Both Pac and Jabba.
Get the fuck at us, Disney. Come on.
I don't know that we need just somebody who can do Photoshop. Let us see it.
Seriously. I mean, I would pay $10 to see that in a movie. Just that scene.
Now I gotta try it because I can do a little bit. I don't use Photoshop. I use GIMP, which is like the free version that was made for Linux, and you can get it on Windows. And I can do a little bit of it, so now I've got to try my hand at it and see if I can put this together. I doubt I can.
Please do. Put your talents to work.
It takes me like several hours, like with our old logo, when we did Star Wars month, I would put like a bunch of Star Wars shit on it. Or when we, during Christmas, the first year, I'd put a bunch of Christmas shit around the old logo because it was just a black background, so it was kind of easy to add stuff to.
Mm-hmm.
those things would take me several hours, and I wasn't like covering anything. I was just adding shit. So this would be difficult.
See, if I had to deal with something like that, I'd have to blast like Biggie does. Because he's going to blast. Squeeze first. Or, nope, that was you.
That was my line. We already did that.
Sorry, I'm looking at it,
Awesome
buddy.
attempt at a segue for the wrong
You like
line.
that? At last, a dude rapping about blunts and broads, tits and bras, menage a trois,
Menage a trois.
sex and expensive cars. So,
French for threesome.
What's that?
Menage a trois is French for threesome.
Okay, well, yeah, thanks for explaining that to the listeners. Because I totally knew that. 100%. I know French.
Obviously, how you pronounced it so easily, I could tell.
Yeah. Well, I knew it meant threesome, and I'm like, dang, this guy. But, yeah, a dude rapping about simple shit like blunts and broads. Obviously, I think he's referring to himself. He's not trying to get too poetic, even though he kind of does later.
Yeah.
And, it's just about getting pussy and ass. That's kind of the fun aspect of rapping in his mind. Like, that's what he's representing.
Smoking weed and banging smoking hot chick.
And expensive cars.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, he did it out of necessity. Poor guy.
He does talk about having sex in cars a lot.
All the time. Maybe he had a phobia. I can't do it outside of cars. Beds don't support me.
I'll still leave you on the pavement. Condo paid for. No car payment. Or he'll also shoot you if it comes down to it. But he has all his bills paid, so he's a rich gangster.
I mean, maybe it means after the sex and expensive car, he's going to kick you out onto the pavement and leave you there. But your condo paid for, but you ain't got no car. That's why you had to get picked up in Biggie's car. So you got no car payment.
Huh. Yeah, he's definitely leaving. Well, no. That's not what he's saying. If we put these together, it's at last there's a dude rapping about blunts and broads, tits and bras, menage a trois, sex and expensive cars. But he'll still leave you on the pavement. I don't think he's talking about the girls. I think he's talking about other rappers. Because he's gonna blast squeeze first, ask questions last. So I think we gotta put all three of those lines together to really get to it.
Well, I mean, they all the next one counts too.
Yes.
I think the
next one gets scary for a minute though.
Yeah.
I just don't get where like, hey, guess what? All my bills are paid fits into all this other stuff.
I don't really either. And I got no car
he
payment.
He just wanted to stunt for a second, like, hey, my condo's paid off and my car's paid off, so fuck you guys.
Shoots a guy 3 times and walks with his, dude's dying, and he's just like, hey, bro, my condo's paid for. And then that guy expires with that. And that's like the cruelest thing.
You just got shot by a dude who paid off his condo.
Yeah. How do you like them apples? Bitch. And I mean, that's almost worse. I think that's why he opened it with it instead of this line, where at my arraignment, note for the plaintiff, your daughter's tied up in a Brooklyn basement. Face it, not guilty. That's how I stay filthy. Not guilty. So, yeah, he's basically saying he's going to intimidate witnesses or intimidate the person bringing the case against him with capturing, kidnapping, whatever you want to call it, his daughter. Or
potentially he actually kidnaps and blackmails witnesses. One or the other.
No, he is not guilty, sir, until proven.
Well,
okay?
But that's how he stays filthy, not guilty, is by threatening everyone or literally doing it.
Exactly. So he's not guilty. You said it yourself. Case closed. Boom. So, face it, not guilty. That's how I still feel. Yeah. So he's greasing palms. He's intimidating. Sounds like intimidating. And
yes.
Diddy supports this 100%.
Obviously. Diddy's had his own run-ins with greasing palms and getting away with things. But we're not here to discuss that.
Yeah.
Richer than Richie. Till you dudes come and get... Come on. So Richie Rich was a cartoon about a really rich kid. And that's how rich Biggie thinks he is. And he will continue to be until someone stops and or kills him.
Hopefully, it's the other thing and not death.
Well, it was death.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. I was hoping for something else, but you know how it go.
So then we get a chorus. We already went through that.
Yes.
Rewind like 15 minutes. Yeah, rewind 15 minutes if you want to hear what we think of the chorus again.
So we'll go right in. Verse 3, the Notorious B.I.G. Back at it. I can fill you with real millionaire shit. I can fill you. That's Diddy. Escargot, my cargo, 160, swiftly, come on, wreck it, buy a new one. Your crew run, 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 your crew run, run. So
That's a great stanza.
That really fucking is, dude. It's so many
so
analogies in one, and very smooth.
And just like listening to it, you clearly don't do it justice. I'm sorry, Nick. You're no Biggie Smalls, but like when you listen to that, it reinvigorates, because you're getting to the third verse, you're starting to wind down on the song a little bit. You've heard the chorus twice now, but like this line reinvigorates you and like just gets you going through the whole third verse.
He kind of like slows up first. He changes the tempo again. But
yeah, the second verse is not great, but it really
he
kicks off when you come back on the third verse with this.
Yeah, he kind of just slows up for a second, but he's basically stunting once again. I can feel you with real millionaire shit. He's a fucking millionaire, obviously. So, I mean, he's going to let you in on the secret. He's going to show you how it goes. Escargot, obviously, fucking rich people eat snails, apparently.
Fancy
his car,
food, man.
Yeah, his car's fast as fuck. It goes 160 very quickly.
Swiftly.
Yeah, swiftly. Another synonym for very quickly.
Yeah.
Wreck it, buy a new one. You know, he's going to wreck it, obviously driving recklessly, so he's going to buy a new one pretty easy, because go back to the millionaire, and your crew run because they're bitches. There you go. Or they don't have cars, they go 160.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Is
other
rappers,
everywhere. I think the rappers have cars, but their entourages they just have to run. Like they got to run next to the fucking car.
roll, run behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when my entourage gets here in
What's the
4.5
'90s? Maybe they're like
we'll
rollerblading behind it, holding on like they got a rope.
Fuck no. Rollerblading up past the Power Rangers.
I just watched the Power Rangers last week, so rollerblading is really high in my mind.
Exactly.
Right now.
You bringing them fucking colors around here?
I got my 5-year-old to watch all of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, with me this past weekend, so
Dude,
that was cool.
Nice. What'd you think?
Like, she enjoyed it.
Sidebar.
It's hard to get her to like kind of sit and really pay attention. But she liked anytime they were fighting, like she went and grabbed her Bo Peep staff and like a pirate sword that we have, and I grabbed my Saba sword. So like every time the Power Rangers were fighting, she wanted to pretend we were also Power Rangers. She was the Rainbow Power Ranger, and I was the Silver Power Ranger, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, so we would help them fight whatever they're fighting.
I mean, I dig. I mean,
yeah.
You're helping people.
At
least it's not with guns and just, swords and staffs and shit.
I know you sick of this name brand dude with flows. Girls say he's sweet like licorice. Biggie thinks he might be wearing thin on some people, even though his flows are sweet still. Like, I don't know how he thinks people might be getting sick of him. I was never sick of him. But licorice is just a terrible metaphor. Probably the worst ever.
I'm fucking saying.
Licorice rhymes, but it's just so fucking gross. Why would you compare anything to licorice when you're trying to brag?
I mean, at least he didn't say, like, black licorice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you go red licorice, then you got your Twizzlers and red vines, that's like a little bit better, but not really.
Yeah, fuck licorice. That is the worst. That's like saying, carob is good chocolate.
Yeah.
Look up carob. Learn something new every day.
Okay.
So get with this dude. It's easy. Girlfriend, here's a pen. Call me round 10. Yeah, I forgot that. I'm sorry.
That's okay, I got you.
Come through, have sex on rugs. That's Persian.
That's right.
So will you be my guy? Will you be my ditty?
Yeah, I'll be your ditty.
All right, cool. As long as I can be your ditty.
There we go.
So, I mean, basically saying...
Glad we figured that out with the last, 4 stanzas of this.
Yeah, I mean, that works. That's how it worked for them. So he's saying, come get with this dude. Come fuck me. It's easy. I'm a slut.
Kind of a slut, yeah. Not hard to get with him at all.
Girlfriend, here's a pen. He's saying, he's getting other dudes' bitches all the time. Here's a pen. Write down your number. Call me around 10. And I'll see what's up. Maybe you can come around and do me. Hence, the slut factor. And come through, have sex on rugs that's Persian. Fuck beds. Once again, they can't support me. So, I'm just doing it on the floor.
Rugs and cars,
on a rug that's Persian. So apparently that's super fancy. Persian
fancy
rugs,
rug.
Everybody knows that. So, I mean, yeah, there you go.
So, if you're a girl who's being approached by Biggie Smalls, and he's like, hey, here's a pen, call me around 10. Come through, we'll have sex on my Persian rug. Does that go in the pro or con column? If you're trying to have sex with, okay, it's a Persian rug, but like still he wants to do me on the floor. Like rug burn, come on now. I'm not sure about that.
Do you have animals? Is there hair on it? Like, what's up? I can just imagine like Biggie like walking up to some chick like, so, do you want to fuck me? I'd fuck me. If you want to fuck me, call me around 10 p.m. and we'll do it on my
But it's
rug.
got to be around 10.
Yeah.
Not 9:30, not 11. All the booty calls are at 10.
If it's 10:01, I send it back.
Plus, I got a Persian rug. We can do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Come up to your job, hit you while you working. For certain, Papa freaking, not speaking. Leave that ass leaking, like a rapper demo. So on top of the Persian rug, he can also come to where you work and have sex with you, so hard that your ass leaks. Again, not sure if that's a pro or a con if you're the woman in this situation. But he compares it to a rapper's demo. Rappers are known for trying to get their music out by any means necessary, and they'll leak it through unofficial sources and mixtapes rather than trying to go through the proper channels. So, again, not sure if your ass leaking is a great thing, but if it is, it's happening like the rapper's demo.
It's probably the funniest thing you've ever said. But I think he's basically saying, I'm going to shoot the shit out of you, and you're going to die.
No.
Blood loss. Your ass
No,
is
he's
leaking.
still having sex with women. This is a
hard.
carryover.
Their asses leak.
Here's a pen. Call me around 10. Come through and have sex on rugs that's Persian. Come up to your job, hit you while you're working. For certain, Papa freaking, not speaking. So he doesn't talk to you either while he's doing it.
He just leaves your ass leaking.
He
What
leaves
a
your ass
bitch,
leaking.
man. He doesn't even buy you fucking dinner. Just gives you a brand new Persian rug because the previous person obviously had their ass leak on it too.
Their ass leaked all over his Persian rug.
It's a fresh Persian rug. Why did you say fresh, sir? No reason. Get down. And I mean, he's obviously going to kill you at your job, which that would be the worst.
Why is he killing people? There's nobody getting killed here. He's having sex with people.
This whole song is just weird as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fucking, but I'm killing fools, and I'm fucking, and I'm killing fools. But that's pretty much it. Tell them to take they clothes off slowly.
Slowly.
Thank you. Hit him with the force like Obi.
Obe.
Dick black like Toby.
Tobe.
Watch me roam like Romy.
Rome.
Okay, that was dope. So, take them close. I mean, he obviously
Now we gotta
trying.
start back at the top and do that the whole time. This whole recording shit. Go back to the beginning.
All right, let's do it. But we're gonna leave it all together, so you guys get to decide when that is. So, I mean, tell them take their clothes off slowly. Take your time. I mean, it's gonna be when your ass starts leaking, you're gonna wish you had taken your time
Exactly.
taking your clothes off.
You're gonna be getting dressed really fast to cover up that leaking ass, so
Stop.
make sure you take the clothes off slowly.
Super slowly, and I like that kind of
Stop and smell the roses a little. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like watching the girl strip slowly?
I mean, no comment. I surely do. Other than that, no comment. Hit him with the force. I think he literally has just led this entire song to ass leaking so he can make this rhyme. Back to Star Wars, like you mentioned before. Huge Star Wars fan.
Shit, it's Obi-Wan.
Dude, you already know.
Oh my god.
Hit him with the force
so
like
in my
Obi.
notes, I said, I'm not sure who Obi is, but they must be super forceful. It's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi Trice.
Well, that was
It's
going to
not
be
Obi
my
Trice.
joke, as that's Obi Trice, but Obi Trice didn't exist. But it's 100% Obi-Wan Kenobi, because it's the Force, it's Obi, like, I get it now.
Dude, I'm telling you, and it goes back to what you said earlier, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Boom, Disney.
Biggie the
fucking
Hutt.
call us.
Or in it.
His dick is black like Toby, obviously. Fucking Toby from, name is Toby from Roots.
From Roots, okay.
I
Yep.
never got to watch that in high school because my history teacher
really good.
that year got caught beating off in class. Not during
Okay.
class, but in his classroom. So,
Don't do that if you're a teacher.
don't do
Bad news.
drugs and teach students.
So I'm upset here because he goes with the Toby metaphor instead of the Kunta Kinte metaphor. Because Kunta Kinte is renamed Toby by his slave masters, trying to make him, more white to fit in
Right.
better, and because it's easier for them to say Toby than Kunta Kinte.
It rhymes with Obi.
Well, yeah, it rhymes with Obi and slowly and Romy. Like, I get that, but like, I think if you're gonna try and reference Roots, and you're trying to get like the strong black analogy there, you gotta somehow fit Kunta Kinte in there rather than Toby. But again, I'm not a famous rapper, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Honestly, I think he's trying to reach out to the white folk there. I mean, everybody likes seeing a girl take their clothes off slowly.
He's got Obi-Wan Kenobi and
yes,
Toby,
there you go.
yeah,
in Star Wars, and
all
then
together.
Most white folks have seen Roots. I think it's kind of like a thing you have to do.
I never watched it. I watched it when I was in elementary school. At some time we had it like
Damn,
the VHS at home, and I have it. I have it now. I want to watch it again sometime because it's really good and it's interesting and needs to be remembered.
Might be an episode in the future.
Oh, it could be. Yeah. Now I gotta watch it. I've got it on my list. It's behind a lot of other things though.
Yes.
Sorry, Roots.
In the future.
Yeah.
It's my
There's
turn,
still
right?
more.
Yes.
Yeah. Still waiting.
Lucky that. Whoa! Why you interrupted me, dog? I'll leave that ass leaking. I'll do it.
We haven't gotten to watch me roam like Romy.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know who Romy is though. Watch me roam like Romy.
Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
Low Romeo? Romeo Cornell?
I mean, Tony Romo?
Tony Romo could be. Somebody who roams.
Maybe. Okay, here it is. Maybe he's force sensitive and saw the future and saw that Tony Romo would blow it in the playoffs and his ass would be leaking after he lost again. Boom. Fucking mic drop, dog.
So again, we couldn't do any outside research for this, but there's a Kanye West song that he says, "What would your Romy roam think?" Right? So is that the same Romy that Biggie's referring to? Like, who is Romy? Somebody let us know. I'm thinking it's Romeo Cornell. That's what I'm going.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Lucky they don't know me. Wear the safe. Show me, homie.
I mean, that's a given. I'm gonna rob your bitch ass.
All right. Yeah, if someone knows his money, he's just gonna bust in and take it straight from the safe.
You damn right. Not everybody has safes though.
That's a whack one to end on. I wish we'd have ended on the leave that ass leaking.
I mean, yeah, kinda. But I mean, once again, it's sex and then violence. You gotta end it on violence.
That's
like,
true.
Bro, I like fucking, but don't fuck with me because I will shoot you. But I do like leaking asses.
And steal your shit from your safe.
Yeah, but I'll steal shit from your safe. What up? I know you got one. We're gonna get so many 1-star reviews. Like, after the 10th time they said leaking ass, I just couldn't do it anymore.
If you made it this far into us referencing leaking asses this many times, then I don't feel sorry for you.
Those young men need God. The crucifix. I mean, Cubans with your
That's going to be one of the tags. You know how, like, when you post your episode, you have to put tags on it? It's going to be, Notorious B.I.G, rap, music, hypnotize, ass leaking.
These young men need God. Yes. So, dude, word cloud.
Get at our Patreon, and maybe we can afford to get the transcriptions again.
That's
patreon.com/podcast about.
Yeah, or TeePublic.
Or yes,
a podcast about something.
Buy one shirt per month, and we can do that. We can do transcripts.
There's a ton of cool. I have my cart is like full of stuff that I want to buy. I'm just waiting for a good sale. Then I'll, get 35% off, like $250.
Yep, that's always good. TeePublic, lots of sales going on all the time.
Yes, and if there's other indie podcasts out there who like this show and want to support us, we would love to check you out.
Yes. Leave us a review on iTunes. That's something you can do to help us. I think that's the end of selective listening, though. We kind of bouncing here, but that was fun.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed selective listening to, Hypnotize.
As long as this gets more than like 3 downloads, we'll be back for more.
Yes, and
on other songs.
I'm kind of voting we do another funny one, but we'll see. We might pull something out of the hat. Who knows?
I mean, it's just going to be a mix. There's going to be funny ones. There's going to be real ones. I think we've got to explore it both ways. And I think the way we're going to make things funny no matter what, or we're going to try to. I know I will.
Agreed. 100%. Because I can make fun of anything.
It can be the most depressing song in the world, and I could still be like, this guy's fucking depressed over his girl broke up with him? Come on now.
Yeah, get over that shit. I've had thousands of girls break up with me.
Yeah.
Not literally.
Literally? Thousands.
Literally thousands.
So we should be back for more selective listening. Let us know on Twitter if you liked it or not. That's at APA something, at alone_podcast. Send us suggestions for other songs to do in the future. We've got a list of like 10 songs right now of things that we kind of just brainstormed and thought would be fun to do. But you know,
We're adding more
that's
all
not
the
an
time.
exhaustive list, and
Yes.
it's not like we got to do those songs first by any means.
No, if you got a great one, let us know.
Yeah, we will be there for it. Thank you for listening, and thanks always to those cats for providing all of the music for Podcast About Something.
You guys stay sassy.
Stay classy.
Vodka with tequila.